so many references and inspirations for the Weirdos, and that I've kind of put throughout the collection. Really a ton of influences from shows when I was growing up. I would say is probably the most influential stuff. But there was a show called Doug that was really big in the 90s. Another show, Toxic Crusaders. The Simpsons is of course a huge influence. Beavis and Butthead is of course a huge influence. I'd say Adult Swim has also had quite a lot of influence on me, but especially the earlier stuff like Space Ghost Coast to Coast. There's so much. Almost everything from the 90s, like Ninja Turtles, Biker Mice from Mars, Street Sharks. It just doesn't really end. Like even stuff like Care Bears and just stuff that was kind of forming the tapestry of like a young person's mind that in the 90s so many of us, well, everyone mostly was kind of exposed to. A lot of those things just really came through when I started trying to look for a style. And even though like it really has quite a lot of similarities to maybe Bob's Burgers or Rick and Morty, I don't actually personally watch a lot of those two, but to me like it's really visually almost like a direct mesh of The Simpsons and Doug. So I'd say visually that's a huge influence, but yeah, there's just so many different things. But Beavis and Butthead as well, like the kind of anti-art that Mike Judge used in Beavis and Butthead, or I mean not used, it was just his illustration style. And also it's not like anti-art, but it's just like he didn't really care about trying to make it look like Disney level animation. He just sort of wanted to get his ideas out, and to me I think that's what was the strongest thing about Beavis and Butthead and why it was such a success.